Hello, I'm Dr. Dara. Today I will discuss about period. Menstruation is a natural biological process experienced by girls and women of reproductive age. Yet globally many females lack adequate knowledge, resources or social support to manage their menstrual cycle in a healthy, dignified way. Poor menstrual hygiene and misconceptions can lead to health risks such as infections, social exclusion, and educational setbacks. This essay explores a comprehensive set of precautionary measures that girls should follow during their period, along with broader practices to support menstrual health and well being. Biological background of menstruation. Before diving into precautionary measures, it's useful to understand basic physiology because understanding helps underscore why certain practices matter. What is menstruation? Menstruation, a period, is the shedding of the uterine lining when a fertilized egg has not implanted. The body expels blood, mucus, and tissue through the vagina. This cycle is typically to 21-35 days, with bleeding lasting to 2-7 days, though variation is normal. Hormonal changes and symptoms. During the menstrual cycle, hormonal fluctuations, mainly estrogen and progesterone, lead to uterine lining growth, ovulation, and then shedding. This hormonal ebb and flow can cause symptoms such as cramps, bloating, mood swings, fatigue, headaches, backaches, breast tenderness, and changes in appetite. Menstrual flow and volume. Flow varies. Some girls have light bleeding, others heavier. If bleeding is excessive, requiring changing pads hourly or lasting more than 7-8 days, medical advice is warranted. The body loses iron with menstrual blood, so nutritional strategies must address that, Andre. Understanding these helps one appreciate why hygiene, rest, nutrition, and symptom management are critical. Importance of good menstrual hygiene and risks of poor practices. Adhering to hygienic and safe practices during menstruation is not just about comfort, it is essential for preventing infections and maintaining reproductive health. Risks of poor menstrual hygiene or neglecting precautionary measures include reproductive tract infections, RTIs, unhygienic practices, for example, leaving a pad or cloth wet, using unclean materials, not washing hands, can introduce bacteria into the vaginal area, leading to vaginitis, urinary tract infections, or pelvic inflammatory disease. Skin irritation, rashes, and discomfort. Prolonged contact with moist or soiled materials can irritate delicate skin around the vulva, causing itching or sores. Psychological stress and embarrassment. Fear of leakage or stigma can lead girls to restrict movement, skip school, or isolate themselves, affecting self esteem and social participation. Missed education and social exclusion. In many contexts, girls skip classes or stay at home during their period due to lack of proper facilities, stigma, or fear adversely affecting academic progress. Environmental divided by public health issues. Improper disposal, for example, flushing pads, dumping used materials in open places, can pollute water sources, block drains, and pose health hazards to waste collectors and the community. Therefore, emphasizing preventive practices is crucial. Core precautionary measures and best practices during the period. Below is a detailed set of do's and don'ts, the practical, everyday precautionary measures girls should adopt during menstruation. 1. Use safe, appropriate menstrual absorbents and change them timely. Choice of absorbents. Girls should choose menstrual materials that are clean, safe, and convenient. Disposable sanitary pads, clean reusable cloth pads, menstrual cups, tampons, if culturally acceptable and safe, or period underwear. Hafai +3, CDC +3, fay.org +3. The choice depends on availability, cost, comfort, and personal preference. So, frequent changing. It is essential to change whichever absorbent one uses every 4 to 6 hours or more often If flow is heavy, to avoid infections, odor, or leakage. Vikaspedia.in +3 CDC +3 Hafai +3. Even if flow is light, one should not let the pad remain too long. Hafei +2 RA.org +2 Reusable products care. Reusable cloth pads or cloths must be washed thoroughly with soap and water, rinsed and dried under direct sunlight, which helps kill pathogens before reuse. CDC +3 Halfway +3 Vikaspedia.in +3. Menstrual cups should be emptied, rinsed, washed, and sterilized, for example, by boiling between cycles. CDC +2 Fay.org +2 Avoid scented or perfumed products. Scented pads, sprays, or fragrance soaps can irritate sensitive skin and disturb the natural pH balance. CDC +2 Phi.org +2 2 Maintain personal hygiene of intimate areas. Washing the genital area. The external genital area, vulva, should be cleaned at least once or twice a day with mild unscented soap or even just water and clean water. Wipe from front to back to avoid transferring bacteria from the anus to the vagina. Thanks you. Subscribe for more videos.